Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I'm your host, Glenn Pooh Harding. And tonight, we have a very special guest. This basketball head is another Monsignor McClancy great. That's right. We trying to have them all on here. Jamal Robinson. Got to get Marlon Miller and Greg Harden up here. Have my guy Russ Williams up here. And his backcourt partner, LaVar Folk, who had a hand in putting McClancy on the map as one of the respectable basketball programs in New York City. After stops at Maryland Eastern Shore and FIT, he stopped playing ball. Being the elder and motivation for his younger brother, Christ the King, and St. John's Great Omar Cook, he walked away from the game to focus on his brother's career. But this basketball head was not finished because he forged a path of his own and made a name for himself. It was during this time he became a best-selling author with books like Brooklyn, Wife Insurance, Soul Survivor, and South Side Gangsters. Please help me welcome to the show McClancy great and best-selling author Shameek Cook.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have just stepped into the world of chaos, where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. 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 Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. 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 East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
Bring your phone down just a little bit there you go. Or move back. There you go.
All right. It was good?
Yeah. What's happening, brother?
Sorry about that, man. This is going.
Nah, it's all good, fam. It's all good. Well, I want to get this stuff rocking and rolling just in case something else happened, man. Who introduced you to the game, Shameek?
Who introduced me to the game really is the funny thing is my little brother introduced me to the game. As funny as that is,
The reverse. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
yeah, because it went like this. Like we used to play baseball. Like we used to be around the way playing baseball, and we used to do everything together. So, he disappeared for like a few days. Like he just disappeared. Like he come back, he's like eating sandwiches and I was like, yo, where you was at? I was at the boys club. He was at the Navy Yard Boys and Girls Club.
Wow.
Playing ball. So I mean, he just was there like all the time. So I was like, let me just check this out to see what this is about, man. And from there we just stayed there. Everybody in the club played ball, the home of the Cobras. So
Was it the Navy Boys Club downtown Brooklyn?
Yeah.
And you guys from that area, right?
Yeah. We from Fort Greene. A lot of great players from that area. A lot of great players played for the Cobras. You know what I mean? Me, Omar, E-Bark, Booger Smith, Ty Grant, like countless others, man. It's just a lot of dudes that played with that program. So.
And who ran that program?
June Francis. Yeah, he kind of brought us all up. Gave everybody a nickname. He didn't give me a nickname, but he gave everybody a nickname. Like that was an honor to get a nickname from Coach. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it was. That's how we started. And I was about 13. Omar was probably about 9. So that's where we started.
Wow. And right then and there, you fell in love with the game.
Yeah, like, it was a different thing than baseball. It's just like, it was just the excitement of it, just the competition, and, basketball, like I was a great athlete. So basketball is the only sport that you can't just out-athlete people. You got to kind of work and have skill.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, and that challenge right there was enough. Like to like, man, I wasn't good. I could outwork dudes. You know what I mean? I could outrun them. I was stronger. I was, you know, quicker, but
Right.
didn't have any skill to speak of. You know what I mean? So we had to work to do that, and you know, that's what that was about. It was about discipline, getting in the gym, staying in the gym, staying on the playground, whatever. And you know, that's how that started for us. And it changed our life, like, completely. You know what I mean? From that day forward, like, just playing basketball.
Listen, man, I know what you're talking about playing baseball. I played baseball and quit when my friend got hit in the eye with the ball. So that was you know, it for baseball, man.
Right.
Definitely.
No, because the thing is, I was a way better baseball player. Like, I could have probably been in the majors if I would have stuck with it. I was a way better baseball player than I was basketball player. But baseball the love wasn't there, like,
right,
the basketball. You know what I mean? And like, everybody was playing basketball. Like, that was the thing back then. So
you couldn't just walk around anywhere and find a baseball field like you can find a basketball court.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, everybody was out there, just on the court. And in the hood, like, where we from at Fort Greene, like, the court is, like, right in the middle of the project. So
right.
I mean, it's
Can't
like,
miss that.
you can't miss it. So, you know, everybody wanted to play ball, and I know for us, like, it was a thing when from sun up to sundown, man, we was just, like, out there. So that love was definitely there.
Who was the best player in your neighborhood at the time?
Booger Smith, hands down. It's like the crowd. It's like you would get booed if you didn't give them the ball. You know what I mean? Like, you know how dudes are playing ball and they're trying to do their own thing. And,
right.
like, dudes trying to get his stuff off, and the crowd's like, boo. You got to give him the ball, because this dude was just like magic with, you know, with the basketball in his hand. So I always give him a lot of respect, because I just never seen anything like it. Like, everybody would come watch. Everybody would come watch. I mean, of course, like, packed just to watch and see oohs and ahs, and you know, he was the best. You know what I mean? I think, in my opinion.
And he was in front of the Sports Illustrated cover. Like, who's doing that without playing high school basketball?
Yeah.
Right? Who's doing that? So he was definitely special during this time.
Yeah, and the soul in the whole documentary kind of let people know that. So, you know, he was that good. He was that special. You know what I mean? And yeah, in street ball or whatever, but you know, still, I mean, you couldn't deny that kind of talent.
Oh no doubt. His legendary status is already stamped in New York City, so that's a wrap. Yep. So how did you end up at McClancy?
The crazy thing is, I ended up at McClancy because Artie Cox was kind of bringing a bunch of people up. And I don't think they brought me in McClancy because they thought I was this great basketball player. I really thought it was more because I was a good kid. You know what I mean? I was a good kid. I was trying to do something. And I was a good athlete, so they knew I would work hard. You know,
right.
June Francis introduced me to him. I wasn't supposed to go to McClancy, man. I was supposed to go to Boys High. And, you know, my mom, we went to visit McClancy, and at the time, see, McClancy's co-ed now, but at the time, McClancy was all boys. So I'm walking.
Really?
Like, yeah, I'm not going here. My mom was like, yeah.
Your mom's is like,
yeah, you're going.
To
yeah, you're going. I'm not going there. That's just number of white boys walking around and like, nah, man, there's no way I'm doing 4 years here. But that's how that came about. And I played with LeVar in one tournament when we was 13. We played in a high energy tournament together, and I knew him from there. And I found out we were like taking a placement test. I was like, yo, you going here? He's like, yeah. So I was just like, oh, okay. So I was like,
that makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, I felt a little more comfortable, and it was like a couple of dudes that was going that I knew. So I was just like, all right, it might be all right. So
that works, man. I want to say what up to my guy DJ DeMarco on the check-in. My guy James Majors.
My
Game
guy.
podcast
What's
for
up,
sure.
man?
That's right.
That's my guy.
Let me tell you something. I don't listen to the radio, fam. But when I tune into my guy, DJ Don DeMarco, he be playing that. All right? So you guys get a chance. You see him on live, click in. Because he playing that you want to hear, for sure.
Like that. That's my guy. You know, we played on the team together. So that's my dude. That's my dude.
Right. And I've been trying to kick it with him for the longest. Like, yo, come on, fam. Let's make this happen. But we're going to definitely talk.
Yeah.
All right? So now you have McClancy and you got LeVar, right? And Greg Harden is your teammate.
Yeah.
How was that?
Well, the thing was, like freshman and sophomore, like freshman year, I was riding the bench, man. Like, I was riding the bench, so I wasn't getting no playing time. And then sophomore year, we won the city title.
So you was on freshman.
I was on freshman on the bench. Right?
Got you.
JV, our JV year, McClancy was popping because our freshman team was in the city championship, our JV team was in the city championship, and our varsity was in the city championship.
Wow.
So I had worked my way up to starting on that team. And then they lost the title. We won the city championship. And then those dudes left, like Jamal Robinson, great Jamal Robinson,
Yes.
left. And, everybody knew it was going to be Greg Harden, but they didn't think he would get any help. They didn't think he was good. They knew LeVar was good. LeVar was always good. LeVar was good on freshman and on JV. But
yes.
they just thought it would be Greg and maybe LeVar, you know what I mean? But we came together. And that's something I worked on my game all summer because I thought I was going to get cut from that team. So I thought I was going to get cut. So that's the only reason I worked on my game. And I came back with a jump shot. I came back different. And, everybody knew Greg was the man. Greg was unstoppable, man. He was the double-double, like right off the rip, like 20 and 10, easy. So he was a bully down low. LeVar was always good. And I was just trying to carve my own space.
Right.
Nobody knew that I could play. If you see me play the first 2 years, you didn't think I could play. That spot was the only spot that was open that was kind of up in the air because Greg, everybody knew. Mike Beckles was a sophomore and they was moving him up. LeVar, everybody knew would start, and John Reddick, everybody knew would start. And so that was the kind of only spot that was really up for grabs. Don DeMarco could have started. So I'm competing with him. I'm competing with this other kid, Joel Fernandez. So all of us are competing for that spot. But, I ended up getting it because I worked on my game like that whole summer. And it was just great playing with that dude, man. That was just such a fun time, man. That was just such a fun time to play with those dudes because they were real good dudes and they were really good basketball players. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and you guys support each other. That's the one thing I love to see about the guys in New York City who played in the same team, that you guys support each other, especially the guys at McClancy, man. Yeah. You guys are tight, man. Every time I had one of you guys, DJ Don DeMarco's on, LeVar's on, Russ Williams, Jamal Robinson's on the check-in. Y'all just always supporting each other, which is a super awesome thing, fam.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because for those guys that came before us, we pay homage to them, like, for sure, because we watched them and we wanted to be them. You know what I mean? We wanted to be like them. So, and just being on that team, like, it was all love. Like, that's why we played so good together, because we really liked playing with each other. It wasn't just like, yo, this dude is nice and that dude is nice, and, like, we just on a team trying to get this. Like, anybody on that team could get 20 in any given night. You know what I mean? And we would just feed the hot hand. So that continued on from there. And, like, in life, like, we don't talk all the time, but if I see those dudes, like, they know it's all love. Like, those are my brothers, man.
Who was your toughest competition back then?
They're not gonna say it's not who you think. Like, Christ the King was tough, of course. Right, but we rarely played them. But in Brooklyn and Queens, the toughest was the whitest team in the conference, which is St. Francis Prep. Like, that was such a hard gym to win in, man. Like, yo, we would always get nervous playing in there because the fans would be going crazy. And it seemed like the refs was like really unfair. Like they used to just call, and you know, we used to think it was like some racism going on or something because this was like white refs, so you got the white crowd, and they just like we could not get a win in that gym, man. We could not get a win, but
y'all didn't win at St. Francis Prep while you was there?
we won, not in that gym. I think we might have won one time there, maybe.
Wow.
Maybe. This kid, Patrick McNamara, used to destroy us, man. Like this it made you
Salute
mad.
to Patrick McNamara. Need to get you on the show, fam.
Yo,
that's nice.
Yo, that dude used to just kill us, man. It's just like white dude, freckles. You don't think he could play it. He's just destroying it. So just to make us madder, man. But like that was a tough team for us. Christ the King, of course. Because they was loaded, and that gym was tough to win into. But I think those two were the toughest for us in that league.
Yeah, speaking of St. Francis, it reminded me of when I was in college playing against St. Francis of Pennsylvania, right? St. Francis of Pennsylvania and St. Francis of Brooklyn was in our conference. Mm. But it was so hard to play in the St. Francis of Pennsylvania gym because their fans was crazy. Right, and it just seemed like they was on top of you. So very hard place to win. So salute to the St. Francis programs.
Yeah, they was tough. They used to give us like problems, man. Never easy game. So yeah, that was tough for us. It was tough for me personally.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So you see, I put up some articles of you doing your thing, headlines. What was the game where, you know, being the guy who people thought wasn't going to have an impact? Who ass did you bust that chair to let people know that you were somebody to reckon with?
Really, kind of everybody, but I didn't really think I bust anybody ass. The thing was, it's like, you know, if you play one way one year, then you come back the next year and you could shoot. Like I'm talking about, I couldn't make a free throw. I couldn't make anything but a layup. And then I come back the next year and you can't leave me open. Mm. So it's like they would back off, like, yeah, let them shoot. And I'm just knocking shots down. Let them shoot. Let them, like, they disrespect because they like, this guy can't shoot. And then, you know, it took like me hitting 4 or 5 jump shots for them to, hey, maybe they need to get a hand up. You know what I mean? So it wasn't, but for me, I was just happy to be there, man. Honestly, I was just happy to be playing because I never thought I would be playing, let alone starting. So that year, kind of everybody, I really didn't have too many bad games. I had one bad game against Bavarian, and that was the article that was on Instagram that Stephen A. Smith did, because the next game I had got to the gym early and I didn't know the gym was empty, and I was just kind of getting up shots because I was at like the lowest point total that I had, and I got there early. And when the game started, man, I was just on.
Wow.
And, you know, this dude comes up to me like after the game. Usually those are like, you know, white report, they never look like they played ball. It was just this black dude coming up to me, and he's just like walking and he's asking me these questions, and you know, he's looking at me like, yeah, so how's this and how's that? And then, you know, I do the interview and I didn't think much of it, and then my family's like calling me like, yo, you know, look at the paper. And I look in the paper and it says Cook drills Bavarian, and I was like, oh, and that was Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith, that's right.
So when I see him on TV now, it's just like, wow, this dude wrote an article about me in high school. And I was oblivious to that. You know what I mean? It was just like another guy, you know, at that time. But like,
and he's a Queens guy too, so, and New York City guy. So we definitely want to try to get him on the show as well. And he looked out for a lot of New York guys. He was like the Bill Travis for a short stint of time. The legendary Bill Travis, who covered guys like myself, Pearl Washington, and things of that nature. So the Daily News New York City did us right before we kind of turned our backs on them and start going out of town to different camps and different places to get exposure for us, not knowing that we had it right here in our own backyard.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, so your senior year come, you get recruited. Who you get recruited by?
I was getting recruited by, like, I was such a late bloomer that nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew who I was. Like, all these schools started getting involved late, you know. But it was really Eastern Shore. It was like a few, you know, it was Division II, Clarion State, but it was small schools. Like, towards the very end, I started getting like a lot of bigger schools involved. But for the most part, it wasn't a lot of schools on me, because they just didn't know who I was. There was one game that we played at St. John's. We played Francis Lewis, and I had like 28 in the first half. Like, I couldn't miss that game. I had like 28 in the first half, and after the game, it was like all these schools lined up on the wall. They were like giving me cards, and I was just like wow. I was, it was just foreign to me, because they like, yo, who's he getting recruited by? You know, you see a kid that scored 28 points in the first half, you're like, he doesn't have schools. Like, what is that? So, you know, towards the end, you know, I was able to get some schools, but I had to stay home and kind of help my mom, and I had to work in the summer, so I wasn't going to camps like LeVar and like some of my teammates were going. So.
And you choose Maryland Eastern Shore, right?
Yeah.
How did you get down there? How's the atmosphere down there for you?
Rough. It was rough. The school itself was great, but the coach was a real asshole. And he just, you know, we sucked. Like, you know, the players that were good, that kind of would play ball like freely, he didn't like. He wanted us to play like robots.
I know those coaches, trust me.
Yeah. So, I mean, that didn't go well. You know, you're a New York City guy. Like, you know, you just play. You play. Yeah, you're going to turn the ball over sometimes, but we're not playing Princeton basketball where it's, you know, 15 passes and then maybe there's an open shot. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something, and I have to say this. I remember my coach, Tom Green at Fairleigh Dickinson, he would say, let's make 10 passes before a shot, and want us to count in our mind 10 passes. How the hell are you going to do that as a ball player?
That's not how the game is played. That is not how the game is played. You got to
not at all.
You got to let him play, right? But he wouldn't let us play, so that didn't work out, you know. And I came back home, and I was like really like depressed, and I was upset because, like, man, I just got to the school where I wanted to go, and you know, it didn't work out for me. So, you know, I had talked to Kevin Jackson briefly, and he was like, yo, come on, check out FIT. I was like, man, I'm not going there. You know, I'm not going to FIT. I'm used to a campus and all this other stuff. And then I went there and I checked it out, and I was like, all right, I just wanted to get back in school. So I gave it a shot, and then, you know, played on the team, and there was a lot better ball players than I thought, man. And we did some damage out there. We did some damage. We went to the top JUCO tournament in the country. It was in Arizona.
Okay.
We played in this tournament, and like Sean Marion was out there. It was like top. So they gave the host team us the first game. So they were kind of like setting us up like, yeah, that's gonna be an easy win for the home team, basically a bye. And we like at the banquet where all the teams are standing up, and they like the Fashion Institute of Technology, and these dudes are laughing. They're laughing at us, but they don't know, like, yo, these are kind of all the same dudes that was in school, it didn't work out, and
came back home. That's right.
These are dudes, are New York City dudes, so they tough and they're good ball players. So they see the fashion thing and they laugh at it, and we was just out there killing them, man. We was out
there. Isn't that the best thing, man?
Yeah.
To have dudes laugh and be like, okay, I'm gonna give you something to laugh about.
Yeah, and that's how we took it. Like, all right, we're gonna get disrespected. All right, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow, you know, when we play. So that's how we handled that. But it was a great experience. You know what I mean? That whole thing was a great experience. True.
Okay. Yeah, excuse me for a sec. Yo, Lorenzo, I don't remember a guy named Joe Hoover. So I want to make sure I answer your question. And Russ Williams said at Manhattan College, they had to pass the ball 7 times. Right? So all of this shit is real that we're talking about. It's not like we making this stuff up to make our coaches look bad. Trust me, they'll tell you, make 7 passes, 10 passes, then you can do what the hell you want. Robots play like that.
Yeah, and get mad if you score. Like, I thought that was the object of the game, man, is to score. But if I score after 2 passes and not 7, what? Like, you gonna bench me? And some coaches are like that. You know, some coaches.
Great. Look, my guy Mike Pollard is on here right now. Went to Fairleigh Dickinson as well. Played at Boys and Girls. If my coach would let him go, we would have had another Dominique on our hands. But he put the handcuffs on you and go 10 passes.
Yeah.
Out of here. Crazy.
You think a coach can't derail a player or handcuff a player? Sometimes a coach play better defense than the people that's guarding.
Yo, we definitely gonna make some noise for that. He said sometimes the coach play better defense. That's awesome. I never heard that. That's good. That's good. Coach plays better defense than the guys who's playing defense.
No doubt, man. I've seen it. So
that second time around, you're at FIT. You do well. You get the ball out of your system because you missed it, and now you get to have it back again. And what happens now?
Well, I had some offers, but it didn't really pan out because of that tournament. I had schools that I never thought I would have had. I had like Arizona State and like Pepperdine. Like, I had schools that I never thought I would have. But, you know, at that time, it wasn't really panning out the way I wanted it to. So, and at that time, like, my brother was up and coming. You know, he was up and coming. He was in high school, really starting to do his thing. And, you know, I kind of knew what that was. I knew what he was going to be. So I kind of like shifted my energy towards that because, you know, it was just a lot of things involved and a lot of people involved trying to get to him and knock him off track. So, you know, that was my job at that point. So that's my energy.
And what was the transition from ball to the real world? How was that transition for you? And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give props to my guy Russ Williams. This is one of his questions because we do transition Tuesdays. My guy, we played together in Queens. My guy Rebel, so we go way back. And I speak to a lot of players about their transition. Some good, some have a tough time. How was your transition from ball to the real world?
Transition from ball to the real world was about the same because ball teaches you a lot of different things, man. Like, you can't get too high, you can't get too low. You know, that's really what ball teaches you, especially my journey in particular, because having to work for everything, like the work ethic, you know, that was always a thing for me. I never was the most talented, but you couldn't outwork me. You could not outwork me. And that stay true to my personality from them. LeVar's an asshole because he's saying wahoo, and he wants me to tell this story. I see what you did, man.
What happened? Tell what's the story?
I'm not telling that story. I seen him put wahoo in the comments. All right. I'm gonna tell the story.
I appreciate it.
So when we had a tournament in Lincoln, Nebraska. And this is my junior year. Greg was on that team. And, you know, when I first get out there, like, the white girls are on me. And my teammates are fuck with me. They calling me OJ and shit, right? So
this is great.
So we playing the game and we like popping, and then like they out there, you know, we all messing with the white girl. Yeah, everybody's messing with the white girls, right? We all out there messing with the white girls, and I miss curfew because I'm out with this girl driving around in her town of Wahoo, Nebraska. I'm in the town, so I miss curfew. I gotta go. She gets pulled over by the cops, so I'm nervous. I got to ride with her to the police station. The coach got to come get me 3 towns or four towns over from where we were staying at, and they all coming back like, yo, this nigga ain't come back yet. He said he missed curfew. They thought I was gonna get suspended. Yeah, I got suspended for a game because I missed curfew. Coach had to come get me from jail. I didn't get arrested or anything, but I just had to, you know, I was in the police station because the girl was drinking like wine coolers or something. So my teammates are assholes because they called me Wahoo for the rest of
What did that mean?
They called me the town that I got caught in. The town.
Oh shit!
What they called me Wahoo the whole year. They called me Wahoo the whole year. So LeVar.
I saw LeVar put that up, but I didn't know what he was talking about.
Everybody on that team. See, I told the story, so now everybody knows. So y'all don't have to do it. That everybody knows. They are assholes. They called me that for the rest of the year. Yeah, I would walk into practice.
The best basketball stories here on BasketballHead Live.
I would walk into practice. As soon as I walk into practice, Wahoo, Wahoo. They all say Wahoo.
DJ Don DeMarco said, "This is a true story."
Facts. Like he knows that he was there. Yo, they were all laughing. They were all laughing. They were all laughing at me.
Yo, this shit got me in tears right now, fam.
Wahoo.
Oh God.
For the whole year. The whole year.
Wahoo.
One of my nicknames. Everybody on that team knows why too.
Wow, that's crazy. First time you telling the story?
Yeah. Not the first time.
Wow.
First time publicly. First time publicly. They know.
BasketballHead Live exclusive.
Yo, LeVar, you an asshole for that, man.
Wow. So what did you do to help your brother while he was playing?
Well, first, like we used to work out, man. We used to work out. We used to be in the gym or the playground. You know, we used to do that, and like anything that he needed to work on, you know, that's what I would tell him. I would critique him coming to halftime, like, yo, you need to do this, you need to do this, you know. Anything that he need handled, man. Like any kind of recruiting thing, any kind of coach or anybody that's trying to get close to him. You know what I mean? They had to go through me and like that whole thing. So it's kind of like what you would do for your little brother anyway. You know, that's what I did.
That's right.
I know that, you know, he looked up to me. He looked up to me, looked to me for answers, and he wouldn't make a move without, you know, let me know what was good first. So
for sure. What are you most proud about your brother?
Most proud of him because, like, you know, he just never gives up, man. He you know, it's a lot of people that'll say things about him because of what he did or didn't do or what he did or didn't become, but you know, he always stuck with it. He never quits. He's still playing. He loves the game. You know, my brother has never worked a day in his life. You know, he's always played basketball. He's never summer job, nothing. He's never worked a day in his life. So that was what he was born to do, and he's always done it. He's always done it, and he's always done it with a passion. You know, he's always done with a passion. I'm really proud that the legacy that he's gonna leave after he's done playing, and he's still got a lot left in the tank. So, you know,
where's he at now?
He's in Burgos, Spain. He's been there. I think this is his first year, or going into it's his first year there. So, he's been in Spain for I don't know, probably about eight years altogether. But he's been all over the globe, man. So I've kind of seen his impact globally. Even if people here don't see it, you know, I've seen how they respond to him in another country, and it's incredible. It's incredible to see. You got to see that.
Well, I want to let you know that we here at BasketballHeads and myself got a lot of love for you guys. Seen them come up I knew who he was, watched him from afar, and always cheered for him. Let him know that we here back home supporting and rooting for him.
No doubt.
Always.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Appreciate that.
No doubt. So, did you always write?
No. I didn't even know I had that talent. It happened at FIT, really, because I took the one class just to get back into school, because I wasn't in school even before I was playing basketball. And I was taking this English class. We used to do creative writing, and this professor, she called on me to read out my story, my assignment out loud, and I did it, and she's like, "Wow." And then like all the girls, like, "Wow, that was some good." So you start getting played.
Hold on. Was it all the white girls?
Yeah. No, it was all the girls. It wasn't just the white.
I got you.
So that happened, and then like every time we used to have an assignment, she used to say, "Hey, Shameek, go first." And I just like, why is this lady calling on me, man? So one day after class, she pulled me aside and she's like, you need to change your major. You ever consider changing your major to English, because you really have a talent writing? I was like, nah, I don't want to become a teacher or anything like that. I don't want an English degree. She's like, well, how about you write a book? And I said, yeah, I don't really want to write that way. I don't want to write descriptive writing about the trees and the bushes and all of that kind of stuff. So she said, well, what do you like? So I said, I like movies. She said, all right, great, write a movie. And I was like, yo, this lady's crazy. But it kind of played in my head a little bit more, that's like, yo, maybe I should write a movie. I was like, nah, I can't write no movie. And we were coming from, me, Omar, and my cousin was coming from Riverbank State Park. Omar had a game there. And, we were like walking to the train, and cops pull up, and, I could smell beer on their breath and all this other shit. We got bags. They like empty our bags up on the curb. They like touch us up, throw us up against the wall, blah, blah, blah. And my brother's like really upset. And I'm like upset. And we just like, because I didn't know at that time, I didn't know what I was going to write about. And then I knew after that experience, I knew what I wanted to write about. And like the story in Soul Survivor is kind of about that, in the NYPD versus, people getting abused by the NYPD and all that other stuff. So that sparked the idea for my first screenplay, and it kind of snowballed from there. And that's how it happened. That lady put that in my head that maybe I could write a movie, and I end up writing 10. So this is what this script book series is about. And I have a few here. Southside Gangsters is one. They're all on Amazon right now. This is the one I was talking about, Soul Survivor. You can see it.
Soul Survivors, yeah.
Badge. Of course, I gotta hit you with where I'm from, Brooklyn. That's the title of one. And my latest one, which will be out, was kind of out now, but it'll be out, is Wife Insurance. So there's a bunch of them on the way. I'm gonna put one out until they're all out. One out a month until they're all out. So that's how that happened, and that's my new passion.
That's dope, man.
But that's my purpose,
Are you self-published?
Yes.
I want you to leave me your number. I'm gonna leave my number in your DM, because I'm in the process of writing a book myself, and I just been procrastinating on it. I just called my homegirl. She's a very good editor. To come, we're gonna kind of help structure it. She's gonna help me structure it, and I would like to, shoot some ideas your way and see how we can help each other.
Okay, no doubt.
I appreciate that.
How to get that going if you want to know,
Definitely, I definitely need that information, brother.
Got you. I got you.
Yeah. So, who is some of your favorite authors now that you are an author?
Some of my favorite author, August Wilson, man. I love August Wilson.
Marcus Wilson, you said?
August Wilson.
Got you.
Playwright that wrote Fences.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about now.
No Lesson, I think, is the name of another one. I love his work. It's a few others, but as far as a screenwriter, Spike Lee, of course. I love Spike Lee. I love Anthony Sorkin. I love him. The way he writes. It's a lot of talented people out there. Tyler Perry,
Yes.
minus Medea, but I love his work too.
Yeah.
But
listen, everybody got their own lane for a reason.
No doubt.
My guy Lorenzo Harrington said, "Did you have a uncle named Winston?"
Winston? No. He said what he said?
Winston. He said a guy named Winston at his job said that Omar was his nephew, and I guess that you'll be his nephew as well.
No, Winston might be lying, but I will say that I don't know, because listen, my mom is one of 13 kids, so I got cousins that I don't even know. So
got you.
It could be true. I don't want to say Winston is lying, but I got cousins that I don't know all my cousins' names. That's how big my family is.
Facts. I definitely understand that. I have a big family as well.
Yeah. No doubt.
So we can purchase all the books that you have on Amazon, right?
You go to Amazon right now. You could go to my page, my Instagram page or Facebook page. The link is there in the bio, and you can go purchase it. $14.99 for the paperback. It's one of many. They're gonna be coming in fast. So I wanted to get them all out because I was gonna wait until I could get a budget and get a movie company to sign the deal and blah blah blah. And I had a few things that was close to getting on screen, but it never happened. So I could have that sit on my computer, and I just couldn't live with that just sitting on my computer forever. So that's why I had the idea to put this script book series out. And it's what I've been working on for a long time. It's what I love. It's gotten nothing but positive responses, like nothing but love out there. Not just for people who know me. It's like it confirms what people have said, like, yo, you're a great writer, So it's something I want people to check out. Don't check it out for me. Check it out for yourself. And
for sure. Yo, Mel, your headphones.
I'm not gonna stop until it hits the screen. So
and you got to keep going, man. You got that fire and that passion inside you, man. So when you said that you didn't know why this teacher was picking on you, my artist turned around and said that you're an artist and who didn't even know it.
That's right. And I was so busy in playing basketball that, basketball was everything, for me at the time. So I didn't even know that I had that ability. But, once I put the ball down, I'm just as passionate, if not more passionate about this, and put the same work in that I did in basketball for this. So
listen, that's what my sponsor over at Game Over, that's what he preaches. When that game is over, what you gonna do? Because everybody's gonna come to that point. I don't care who you are, how great you are. That end date is coming. Yeah, and you got to make that transition.
Yeah, because you know what I tell kids, man. I tell kids, like I told my son, I tell kids any chance I get. I said, you got to picture yourself having the best career that you could have, and what does that include? Say you play 20 plus years in the NBA, you're a first round pick, you break all the records and blah, 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 and you'll still be the age I am now. So what else?
Real. That's so real. Yeah.
What else are you going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, I know you love the game and it's all about the game, but, it has to be more. And that's what I preach. I say, yeah, love the game, want to play at the highest level, but don't limit yourself to just that, man.
All right. Top 5 players in New York City history.
Oh, okay. Kenny Anderson. I'm gonna say my personal favorite. Damn, that's a good question. Pearl.
Pearl. Yeah, I like to hear that. I like to hear that for the young guys. Yes.
Pearl. Damn, that's a good question. I'll say Omar Cook.
Omar Cook. All right.
Wow. I'm gonna say Conrad McNasty.
Conrad McNasty. R.I.P. to him and Pearl.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it Brooklyn. Kenny's the only Queens guy. And I'm gonna say Bernard King.
Bernard King. Definitely. Get some love for that for sure.
Bernard.
Definitely get some love for that. All right. Top 5 McClancy players.
Oh man.
I'm putting you under pressure right now, fam. Let's go. Hey, you got all your guys watching right now.
Oh man. I know I'm not in that 5. I'm not gonna go with my man from Manhattan College. It's before my time. No disrespect, because I know he's great.
Russ Williams, definitely. He's in the Hall of Fame too.
I know, but I'm not gonna because I'm gonna put you in a different space, man. So
got you.
You're in that 5. You're in a different space. I'm just talking about guys that I saw. Greg Harden, Jamal Robinson, LeVar Folk. Damn. Dobie. Antoine Dobie.
Okay.
That's 4.
Yeah.
And Mike Beckles.
Got you.
That's
real. So when it's all said and done, are you satisfied with your basketball career and all the things that you accomplished?
Absolutely. I'm grateful that I had that experience. The ups, the downs, all of that. I wouldn't change a thing because it made me who I am. And I got a chance to do some great things and meet some great people, man. So I'm always thankful for that.
That's dope. Yeah, your OG, Russell said, no disrespect taken, my brother. I agree with your 5.
You know you so. That 5, but like listen,
that's definitely the OG.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do something real quick.
Y'all ready?
My man lace you up, fam.
Oh man, that's dope. Wow. I love that.
Hold on.
I love that.
Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on.
That's what's up, man. Oh man. Wow. I appreciate that.
No doubt. And I got to show my guy, Steve Madden, my man Steve Middleton from Tilden. I told him I'll be showing his tonight.
Right.
For sure.
No doubt.
That's the OG right there.
Wow.
For sure. Now let's go back.
Wow. Oh man, I appreciate
that's that jump shot, fam. That's that jump shot from the paper, fam.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith.
You got that down. That's on point. Wow.
Yo, he'll be proud of you now, man.
Wow.
No, he wrote an article about a ball player who became a best-selling author.
No doubt.
That's real.
It's only the beginning, so I appreciate that.
No doubt. So, like I said, text me information. DM me your information. I'm going to send you my number so we can talk more about that book situation.
Gotcha.
Give a shout out to my guy, Jamel Powell, the artist.
Jamel, appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Peace, brother. Peace.
All right.
No doubt.
Love, man.
Appreciate you, man. Oh, okay, my guy, Zoni Toy. You like that, right, Steve? Got you. My man. Yo, Steve, send me information so I can see you that picture, all right, my brother?
Got you.
All right, yo, my love. And look, I know everybody been trying to get at your brother, fam. We'll get him when we get him. I'm glad I got you. You are special because not only you're a ball player that represent the brotherhood, but you also show that we can do other things.
No doubt.
Like writing films and books and producing movies.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
My man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Salute.
All right, man.
All right.